There is a new light, and that is shining down on our country and on our economy.
But what does that mean for us? We unpack the midterm budget for you. Harsh reality check, it'll take decades and billions to fix what's broken in Tshwane. Tiger brands have to pay out some Listeriosis victims, and government corruption and a weakening economy are driving people to the polls in Botswana's general elections. Hello, I'm Jane Dutton. Good to have you with us.
This is Eyewitness News.
Making their way to Parliament, hoping to hear good news today. The midterm budget is out, forecasting a 1.1% real GDP growth in 2024. This is what the budget looks like.
Finance Minister Mqhe-kezweni says the country is slowly starting to reap the rewards of a more stable global environment, structural reforms, uninterrupted power supply, and a cautious confidence in the new government of national unity. Despite a downward revision to growth for the current year, he says a rebound in financial markets, a stronger rand, and relatively lower borrowing costs are all signs that the economy is again starting to turn the corner.
We acknowledge that we are not there yet, but there is a new light, and that is shining down on our country and on our economy.
He's named 4 pillars to drive this agenda, including a focus on macroeconomic stability, implementing structural reforms, building state capability, and increasing public infrastructure investment. Nog-cinile, Eyewitness News.
Which prioritizes the racialized apartheid styles of economic growth, and its intention is to continue privatization of strategic sectors of our economy. How come do you have a midterm budget that has got no clear plan on how we're going to reduce unemployment?
He spoke about fixing rail. What happened to the rail? Why did they allow the rail to fall apart? Didn't say anything about water, building dams, fixing our water infrastructure. This government is clearly not on track.
Packed goods company Tiger Brands has proposed interim assistance for some victims of the deadly 2017 Listeriosis outbreak that claimed 216 lives. The foodborne illness was traced to a production plant in Mpumalanga owned by the company. Most victims had consumed enterprise polony, Viennas and Russians produced by Tiger Brands. With more than 1,000 people affected, talks of a class action emerged, with Tiger Brands seeking a swift resolution.
And what we have now is a proposal that's on the table from them. I stress it's a proposal to provide interim relief to people who desperately need it.
Be careful when picking up hitchhikers. You could become a target of taxi drivers. Videos circulating on social media have shown high-speed chases between private cars and vehicles reportedly linked to taxi associations. Some motorists say after picking up hitchhikers, they've been followed, harassed, and in some cases forced off the road.
We are aware that the associations, they have some cars they call patrollers, but those cars, they work only on their own, to their own taxis. But they've got no right whatsoever to stop any other person on a public road. They can stop their own taxis, it's fine. But
Eastern Cape Police are investigating 2 crimes, including the rape and robbery of 5 school children. The pupils were attacked at gunpoint overnight in Mqhe-kezweni, just outside Mthatha. The other case involves the matriarch of the local royal family, Nog-cinile, who was shot by 2 men on Tuesday. The circumstances behind both attacks are unknown. Controversial organisation Operation Dudula is launching a pilot project in Naledi, Soweto. Its aim is to grow the township economy by providing locals with the resources to open up and operate their own spaza shops. This follows allegations that 6 children died after consuming snacks from a spaza shop believed to have been contaminated with poison. The health minister has cleared that spaza shop in question.
Operation Dudula is preparing to launch a pilot project in Naledi, Soweto called TIDE, Together in Defence of Township Economy. President of the movement, Zandile Dabula, says this is an effort to provide locals with the opportunity to start their own business and grow it.
As TIDE, we're going to make sure that whilst assisting our own South Africans in opening their own business, we're also going to be making sure that they do comply, and we have inspectors that will make rounds every now and then and make sure that they do comply.
She says recent inspections on foreign-owned spaza shops following the deaths of 6 children in Naledi by health officials was a reactive attempt to correct government shortfalls.
Our government needs to be held accountable because we do have bylaws, we do have inspectors that are supposed to be inspecting these stores, but they are not doing so.
Arun Singh, Eyewitness News.
The Tshwane municipality has estimated it'll take 36 years to meet its decade-long infrastructure demands if it continues with its current funding rate. The municipality's capital budget currently stands at 2.3 billion rand, which is much lower than what it needs to address its infrastructure challenges. Over the years, the city's not been able to fund its capital project due to dwindling revenue collection and a bad credit rating, which prevents it from borrowing.
Chronic underinvestment in repairs and maintenance has left the city's aging infrastructure vulnerable to frequent breakdowns as residents enduring weekly power and water outages.
The dire state of the city has adversely affected people living there. People in Botswana started queuing from 3 o'clock this morning to vote in today's general election. The ruling party is seeking to extend its nearly 6-decade rule and hand a second term to President Mqhe-kezweni. More than 1 million people have registered to vote. There are 4 presidential candidates in the race to head the region's oldest democracy. An unemployment rate that has reached 27% and a weakening economy has been one of the key concerns of voters, alongside claims of government corruption and mismanagement. And before we go, if you see what looks like a lion in Mbombela, don't approach it, because it is. The lion has been seen near the R40 road near entrance 3. Let us know if you spotted it, and we'll see you for more again tomorrow.
Eyewitness News, in touch, in tune, and independent. For the latest, log on to ewn.co.za or ewn.mobi.